this video we are going to do the checkout management page. Like if I go and add to cart, it's 8. If I click here, it should bring me the items in the cart, and we can remove or we can proceed to check place order page or something like this. So I found Tailwind CSS cart UI. When I search like this, I found the very first page. So we can choose view or React or HTML. So right now, in our case, we will use React. So after that, you can view the code here. Preview, you can preview like this. Okay. So I would say if I click, I would like to bring that car beside from the right side of the screen, like this animation. So I will copy this one. And I would be new page under the page. So I will call cart. I'm checkout. checkout.jsx. So JSX, under here I paste like this. So it uses the headlet UI. So we have to install that. If not, you will get the error. So headlet UI React. So I would install, like, find a headlet UI React. So I found here this one, and this is really nice. It has a lot of components you can use for your next project. So I will go in the GitHub and I will install like this. Okay, so this is for Vue.js here. So if I install like this under the client folder, make sure you install under the client folder, because we have two folders. API is for server and client is for the UI that we are going to do. So you have to run the API server as well in order to work with the URL from the API. Okay, so this is client. So I have installed necessary headlet UI React. So this is the dummy product data that used in this cart. So this is just simple. We use the headlet UI component like dialog, and if we click open, it will set open to true. If we close here like false, it will be set open false. That make the panel close. So this is just a UI we just copy from the Tailwind CSS. So I will show you how we will use that component in our app. So for now, I would like to do a route for that to show the demonstration. So I will paste here and I say checkout. Checkout. Okay, so if I click in here, it should bring me checkout page instead of home page. So I will say check out. So but we have to define our checkout component name here. It is example. We should change checkout. So we can use that component name in our app.js. So I will import from the like register. Okay, I will copy and I will say check out from the page. Under the page folder, we have checkout. So this checkout, so this checkout should be okay to call. Yeah. So when I go here, if I go to the CSE checkout, and we have got a problem here. CHECKOUT route element. Okay, so so we have got error here. CHECKOUT. Yes, we import CHECKOUT. Yeah, so I think we make a mistake in checkout typo in previous. Okay, so if I go like this, if I close, then I will refresh, it's bring me back. So how we can integrate that in our navbar when we click on the icon? It's very simple. So I will show you. I will uncomment this one because we don't need that. And then go navbar. So you remember we have our cut button with the quantity, increment quantity. So in here, I will add the logic for open and close for the checkout. Like we see here, we have open and close. Instead of using here, we will paste it in our navbar here. We will define two variable, open and set open. So we will say use state. So use state from React. As a default, I will say false. So we have the button and quantity. So when I click that cart button, I would open. So I will use that button here. So I will say on click. I will create the function called set open will be true. Okay. So I will make that state true. So by doing that, the state is already true. So inside that empty tag, I would include checkout component here. Okay, so that checkout component we have to import from our checkout component. Okay, so CACCOUT. So checkout from pages select checkout. So we import that checkout to make sure not to get typo. I copy the checkout and I paste again here. So that checkout we should pass two variable, which is open and set open. So checkout, and we have to define here open and the set open. So two variable we receive. So we can delete this one and we can open and set open. Here we have to define set open like new. We have to call that option again, okay, as a false, because we will close again. So by doing that, I think you are ready to go. Let me check here. As you see, if I click, it's open. If I close, it's closed. So yeah, that's really nice. So we can manage the cart item here and check out. In the checkout, what I want to do is, instead of using dummy product data, this is the dummy product we are using. Okay, so instead of using that, I will use the residue that we created from the cart. So I will delete that and I will use two things here, dispatch. Okay, so const dispatch dispatch, use dispatch. So I have dispatch now, and I will use I will create const cart and then use letter here. Use letter, inside it we will have state. So that state is called cart reducer. So that cart reducer we created in the previous video under the reducer, cart reducer, this cart reducer. So inside this cart reducer, we will have cart item shipping address. Okay, so we will call this cart item. So inside here, I will announce const cart items. Okay, so we got our cart item, which is equal cart. So cart item, inside the cart item, we can now use that cart item. Okay, so when you go here, inside the, okay, so this is a product that we just deleted. This is the dummy data, so we will not use. We are using here. So we will say cart items. So that cart item will be a links we got from our residue cart. So let me go and check. So if I say, as you see, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 items. Okay, so we can now make a UI in here. So I would say for the image, where is the image here? src.product image image. Yeah, so you see the image is now correct, and the product name is correct, and product price is correct. We don't have color, so we will delete this one. And quantity, no, I think we have product dot, let me check in the network application. You have that data here, cart item. Inside it you will see qty. Okay, so we have to say product.qty. So quantity 1, and the price is, I would add the dollar in front of price, so we see exactly the price. And then quantity, yeah, so 1 2 5 6 7 8, yeah, exactly 8. So if I click remove, I want to remove this item from the cart storage. Okay, here we have storage. So I have to create another function for that, but we already created reduce, so we don't need to write the code again, so we just create it here. Okay, so I would create the remove function. Remove, remove from cart HND. Okay, so inside it we will say ID, and then we would dispatch in here, like dispatch the action remove. I will show you, I forgot the action, I give a name. So add to cart here action, and the remove from cart action, so with the ID parameter. Okay, so I will call that in here with the ID and dispatch. Yeah, so this is pretty much about it. So we have to import that remove from action, import remove from action from /reduce action cart. So we have our action, so I will use that. I will say remove, we have removed this button. So if I click this button, so I will be removing the on click, and then I will call that function with using arrow function. Inside it I will say product dot id, product dot product. Okay, product dot product, I think. Yeah, we will pass the product or product. We have ID also. Okay, so I think it will be fine if I remove. Yeah, so one, cool. So in the next lesson I will do the checkout process using with people, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. In this video we will do more about the cart. Like when I come here, we can remove. I can want to increase or decrease or whatever he want to make changes quantity, it should be available here. So, and also for the price, I would like to make actual price, and then according to we change quantity, it will be increase or decrease the price here, and then we will do checkout later. So first of all, first thing first, so I will do the quantity increasement and add to the cart when we increase. So you remember we have the in the product detail, when we do the quantity here, we will do the same logic. So I will copy the code from there, so but we will make a little bit changes. So I will go back here and product detail. So we have the select here. So this is increasing the quantity. So I will copy that select. So I will copy, okay, Control C, Command C in your Mac, and the checkout. So instead of writing like this, I will delete and I will paste that select inside the P tag. So we have to fix something here. Instead of quantity, we have to bring that quantity under the product. Okay, so product or quantity. Instead of set quantity, I would say I will add to the cart directly. Okay, so I will comment right now. For now, I would like to show you how it look like. So it will be look like this. Okay, so quantity like this. If you want to make more you want to make space between that, so you can do margin left, that 2, I think. Yeah, so if you say margin left, it will be, make little bit space between these two, so that's fine now. So I will add to cart directly. So whenever you want to call action, like add to cart cache action, I will go to the action card. Like here, add to cart, we pass two things, ID and the quantity. Okay, the quantity. So add to cart action. So whenever you call that action, you have to use dispatch. We have created dispatch here, so I would write the function here, or I will use dispatch directly here. Okay, dispatch like this, DISPAT, dispatch, and add to cart action. I will pass the product mean I'm passing the product or its ID, and the quantity we call QTY. Okay, so if I do like this, it will be the same. So I would make separately. So I will Control X, and then I will say add to cart handler. So we will create the arrow function key. Inside it, I will pass like this. So I will pass the ID and the QTY here. So for the ID, I will say ID. So when we call that function inside here, we will pass the product.pro, duct product. For the quantity, I will pass with the using number, so to make sure it is number. So e.target.value, so that value will be passed as the quantity we selected here. So if I go here, so I would say 2. So as you see, this is quantity 1, this is quantity 2, total is 3. So here you may notice 3, it changed 3. You look here, if I say 1, you will see here is 2. So it's update every, the state update that you want to change. This is the beautiful or read and the JavaScript. Yeah, so so this is pretty much about the increase and decrease the quantity. So if I increase or decrease, I would like to make changes the price as well here. So I will do the price for the price. I would like to create the new constant variable. So in here, under that, I will say const total. So that total will be we will reduce. You remember reduce, reduce function in JS. So we will say cart items. So this cart item, okay. So we have maybe 3 or 4 links in the cart, and then I would say reduce, reduce. So to find the total, we have to pass two variable, which is total and the item. So these are the single item in the cart item. So total plus and the item dot QTY. Okay, if it is QTY is 1, and then we will multiply its item price and that is quantity. If it is therefore as is 0. So have to use like this. Therefore I say so I would say, you know, I don't want to use a lot of decimal value after the point, so I would say to fix fixed 2, so it will be like, you know, 2 value only, that. Okay, so we got our total, so I have to use that total constant variable in the we have subtotal, I think, in the UI here. Instead of using that, I would say total. So yeah, so if I go and change here 392, you see 392.00, I mean to fix mean, you know, after decimal we take only 2 value. So if I say 3, you know, it changed here as well. So if I say 1, it changed here. So it is like multiplying the quantity and the value. Okay, so that's price and the quantity is 98. If it is the another one is quantity is 3, 98 multiplying 3, like 98 multiplying 3, so it will get 294 and the plus 98 again. So as you see, 392. So this one is like 392, something like this. It's combining, it's multiplying with the quantity. So we got our total price, and that is really nice. So for the checkout, I will do in the next video using with paper. Right now I just show you the increasement and decreasement quantity and the total price according to the quantity. So if I decrease, this will be changed. So that is pretty much about in this video. We will see you in the next video about the checkout, okay, with the payment paper and the shipping address. So hello, welcome back guys. So in this video we are going to do the checkout using with paper. So before I do paper checkout with paper, I would like to recommend show you here with the checkout. So if I click checkout, I would bring another page called, let's say under the page we will say place order. Okay, so place order.jsx. So inside it, before we design, I would like to introduce another tailwind components. This is really nice. It's called tailblocks. You find tailblocks.cc, and then there are a lot of like UI and component there. For me, I see this one is really nice in my point of view. We were, of course, you know, we will define the UI we want later on. So I would say view code here. So this is the code that got, it's simple, it's just HTML and T1 CSS code. So I would copy, and then under here I would say export, therefore function place place order. So inside the function I will return the code we just copy from the session. I think we need close an empty tag. Okay, so image image class name fix or so here, like in the React and in the Vue.js, we have to make sure, like for the img tag, it is okay if you write with the only HTML, which you don't need closing tag for the img. But if you are writing React or Vue.js, you must. If not, you will get the error like me here. It's a red, and we cannot run the app. It will be, you know, crashed. So that's why I add like this, and everything is fine. So for the class, of course, in React we have to change all the name with the class name. So this will be our place order component UI. So if I click checkout button, we have the continue. If it continue, I would close the pop-up bar, the pop-up UI of the shopping cart, and then if we click checkout, I will introduce you with the link that you are familiar with. So let's say 2, and then I will say place order. So we have to import link in from the React router DOM. So import link from React router DOM. Okay, so we got everything we need. So but we have to make sure to import the route for the place order, place order. So we have to import place order. Okay, so I import that automatically here. So place order, enter the page. So if I go here, if I say place order, yeah, so it is here. So but we have to make sure import layout, and layout. So that layout we have header and footer, that's why. So if I import again between the layout, so it will bring our header and footer there. So we will do the paper button here, and the summary of the cart, and this one will be, I will use found for the address. Cool. So we see the UI. Okay, so I would do the, if I click here checkout, so I will go back to the home page. If I click here checkout, yeah, it's bring me here place order. So in the place order, we have to do mostly the same logic that we do in the checkout. So I go into the place order, and I write the, and I'm trying to find the cart. So I say use selector. So every selector we have state. So that state return the state.cart reducer, i.e. reducer. Okay, reducer. So con as the const. Sorry, I have to do in outside of return. My bad. So it is we have all the cart. So this cart, inside that cart we have cart item, and so I would say cart. So that cart item has a list of cart. So I would define the use selector state. Okay, so what is the problem here? So console cart item for the cart, it's and define cartitems from cart state. Cart. Okay, here cart reducer, reducer, not the car, my bad. So enter here, we got the cart item. So I will remove this part. Instead of brand name, I would say order summary, summary, and I will remove this one and the P as well. So I will remove, and let's say inside the P, I will import the order items that we will get from the from that UI. I will use that UI again. Okay, in the shopping cart we have that list. So I will go into the checkout. I will find the shopping cart list. So this one, this is the list. Okay, so I would use that entire div margin top 8. So I will copy, because if we write the code again and again, it would take a lot of time. Instead of, we can reuse the code. If you don't want to reuse that code again and again, you can create the component here. Like I will create, like, say cart item.jsx. So under here, cart item.jsx, I will create export default function, say cart items, cart item. Okay, cart items. So okay, cart item, and the inside the cart item, I will return return the empty tag. Inside empty tag, we will copy the code we just copied that here, this one. Okay, empty top 8 from the checkout, like this one. So we don't need to recode the same code from different places, but we will be making this one reusable component. This is what we do. So cart item, we will paste like this. So we have to make changes a lot of here, because we want to make this cart item reusable, but we call some function here. So what we can do is we can create these here as well. So I will do in the checkout. Okay, so when I call, I will pass the as a parameter. Yeah. So inside the cart item, I will bring the cart items as a prompt data. So cart items, and the add to cart handler, I will bring add to cart handler, and remove from cart handler as well. So like this. Okay, so in the checkout, I would say I will reuse the cart item component. Let's say cart item so we import cart item, and then we need to pass the cart items. Say, let's say checkout cart items equal cart items. Then we need to pass the remove from cart handler. Cart handler. Inside the remove from cart handler, we will pass the product. Yeah, okay. Pout ucd product. Then And oh yeah, only we were past card item, but we will build that function and the dispatch. Let me copy this one. So I will copy dispatch and the to function, and to function I will delete that and the use dispatch inside the cart item. So I can create the here, so remove handler and the add to cart. So we use use dispatch, and we have to import action and add to cart action as well. So remove that function from the checkout. So what we can do is remove from cart handler. So this one, we don't need that. We only need cart item, and then everything will be fine. So the same thing I just did, like in the cart item and the checkout. So I reuse that component like cart item, and I pass the links of the item from the cart. Then inside the cart item, I create the remove from cart handler and add to cart handler. Two functions, the same thing, because we want to reuse that component again and again. So inside the placeholder, I will use the same thing. I will delete for now, and I will show you the result will be the same. Here, as you see, if I click 2, it's set 2. If I click 2, it's set, everything is the same. I can remove and the prices as well. So now that cart item is reusable. So I will copy that cart item and the add inside cart item. So I need to import from the component cart item. So we have to pass this cart item list inside through the cart item. Yes, here. Oops. Here equal cart items. So by doing that, in the place order, the result will be the same. As you see, the result will be the same. You can remove and you can increase, decrease the quantity. So that is pretty much about the order summary for the cart. And the color, and we don't need the size, we don't need, we only need the total price. Okay, and for the tax, I will integrate here for the tax as well. So let's say you take the let me just say 50% of the tax. You can add the tax price there. So I would say I will go back here, and the inside the placeholder, I will have like subtotal and the total. So the price will be, there are two prices like subtotal and the total. So the subtotal will be the price that does not include the tax. Total will be include the tax and everything. Okay, so does not include the tax and the shipping fee. Okay, so the total will be include everything. So for the subtotal and shipping fee and the tax, I will calculate here. So first of all, we will make the decimal function like cons at the ECIMA decimal. So it will be receiving the name as a parameter. So inside it, I will return using the math. Okay, math function, the name that we got from the parameter, and I will multiply with the 100, and then after that I will make to fix using the two decimal number after the point. So so this is about the add decimal. So for the subtotal, QTAL price. So I will calculate const subtotal equal add decimal. So we reuse that function, okay? So add decimal. So I will add cart items dot reduce. We will use reduce, reduce. So there will be total and the item. So let me check. There will be total, yes, total and the item. So that item has its own like total plus item dot QTY multiply item dot price. That as a default it will be 0. And wait, yeah, set to the redo cart item. We need to make, yeah, so we need to make a arrow function, okay, arrow return function. That's why it will bring two parameter like total and the item. That total will be the price that we got from the quantity and the price of its item. So we have to calculate another one which is called tax price. In the tax price we will say add decimal as well, add decimal function. Inside it we will use number and the tax will be 15, so we will say 0.15 and the with this we will multiply with the subtotal, and after that we will say to fix, we will fix with 2. So this is our tax price. So for the tax price I would say that is perfect. Yeah, so the so we have to use this one instead of color. I would say subtotal price. This one will be dollar and the total. Oops, I mean subtotal. Yeah, dollar subtotal. So this will be our subtotal price. As you see, it is 98. If I increase 2, it will be 196. So we got our subtotal price, and this is will be tax. So for the tax, I would reuse the tax price. So we should get our tax price. Tax price is 29. If I say 98, it is $40. It is like 50% of the price that we are consuming. So after that we will say total. So this will be total price. The total price will be combining of tax and subtotal, but not to forget we will make a shipping address also. Okay, so for the shipping address I would say shipping price, I would say CIPBING shipping price at decimal function. Again I will pass the if it is subtotal value is more than 100, we will say shipping is free. But if it is the price is under 100, we will charge $20 for shipping. So I would say subtotal price is more than 100, we would say 0. If not, we would say 20. So this is a shipping address, a shipping price. I would go and see tax, and the instead of total I would say shipping SAMPPING price. This one will be shipping price. So we got our shipping price. This one will be total. So let me go and check. Shipping price 20. Yeah, because it is under 100. If I go 20, so shipping is 0. So total will be total will be plus all together. Okay, that's why we will make total equal sub total equal I would like to use the to fix, that's why I make number subtotal plus and UMB a number tax price plus and UMB a number shipping price, and then dot to fix equal to 2. So we can use that total in the instead of 58.00 I would say like this. Then this is the total price. So this is the calculating the subtotal and tax and shipping fee, and this one will be big bill. Where is that? Here. Yeah. So this one will be make a payment. Order, place order. So that place order, I would say, yeah. So we will leave for now like this. I will remove this button. We don't need. So this one will be shipping fund. For the image in here, I will use the font. So we have the font here as well. I will go and check. So this one, we can use that one. So I would be using the font. DIV, yeah, this DIV, yeah, this DIV. I will be using that DIV. So instead of image, I delete. I input the font. We have to close the tag. So for the class name, we have to change the fix all. Okay, class name. So I will format the documents, and when I go back here, I will see here like this. Why? Because I use the container. So I will delete that DMV and I will paste again. So as you see, our font is aligned with the UI. So here, let me see class name route LGBT white. I don't like it. I will remove. And the shadow empty, I don't like it. I will remove. Yeah, so this is look good. And for the feedback, I would say shipping RESS shipping address. So yeah, so I will delete that P. We don't need that. If you want, you can add other things. So instead of email, I would say address, and the one would be, instead of message, I would say I would delete it, and I will copy again and again. So this one will be city. We will add city for sure, and the country, 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 oops, country, and the code post there. Postcode. Okay, so this will be address, city, postcode, country. So then we will make a save or something button, or I can remove. Yeah, we don't need that. So like this, it will be like this. Yeah, so we need to add that. So our logic is, if the shipping address is not filled, we cannot make place order. So let's do, to save the shipping address, take for the address, shipping address form data. Okay, here. So first of all, I would say address set address. So first of all, it will be null. You state it will not be null. We will say because we will have shipping address from the cart item. Shipping address. So we will receive that from the cart reducer. Let me go and check. Reducer, cart reducer. In here we have the shipping address, you see. So this shipping address will hold the data of like city, address, code poster, and so on. So we will say set state, we will add the shipping address. Okay, so the same thing for city and the code poster and the gantry. So I would say here not address, city, and set city. This one will be BUSD ASCODE code, posted code, and then set BUSD ASCODE code, and this one will be gantry set gantry. So this one will be city and the BOSD CODE and gantry. So we can use this value in our file where I go here. Okay, so address input is type is TXT test, ID is address, and name will be address. So here as a value, I would say address address, and the on change, when it is changed, we would define new address in the state. So I would say set address, it will be e.target.value value. So that's it for the address, and for the city it's the same thing, TEST CINTY, and the CINTY value is city, and the on change we will get the E with arrow function key called set city function. We will pass to the e.target.value, and for the code poster, same thing, poster code POSTA poster code, type is TEST, ID say BOSD CODE. So value will be BOSD poster code, and on change the same thing, we'll call arrow function key and the set poster code with the e.target.value and the gantry as well. So I will copy, type is TEST, ID is COUNTRY, and name COUNTRY. We will say gantry and the set gantry target of value. So this is pretty much about the handling the form for the address. So we have to do one more thing, like when we submit or make a payment using paper button, so we will add that paper button. We will use React paper.js. So I will find React paper.js. So this one is like integrating with the paper button, And first of all, we have to install React People.js, and I will open the terminal and I will install under the client folder. So yeah, so now we have got our React.js people. So I would import two things, which is paper subscription provider. Okay, people PAYPA paper SUSCRI PDI1 PROVIDER. Or to make sure not to get typo, you can see here I will copy the same thing like paper subscription provider paper button. Then what you can do is you can include that button inside the button that we want to put. Let me check. Okay, so what we can do is we can use that one. There is like create order and the onApprove function, so we need that. So I will grab that button. Or what would be nice is, okay, yeah, there is the functional basic functional paper button. So I will copy, and you remember we have a button. Where is that? Let me go and see. Shipping place order. Okay, so inside that button I will paste it. So this is create order and approve. So we don't have that function now, but we will create later on. So I will show you what it look like. So if I go back here, paper, you see, so this button I will say I will remove this button because we don't need the UI here. So if I go back, you see, so what we can do is I would put that button, Control X, I will put that button at the end of the shipping address. I think it will be nice. And the gantry, yeah, it will be nice. Under the gantry input, so we have paper and debit or credit card. Or so we have these two buttons. If I click here, it will bring me to pay with the paper. So so it is very simple. So what we will do is, in the option we have to have client ID. So where can we get that client ID? It is very simple. We will fetch the client ID from the API server. So we have .env file here. So this is the .env file we created when we create the Node.js server, like in the previous lesson. You go and check to make sure. So we will add the paper secret key here. Paper client ID, I would say PAYPAL, paper CLIENT client ID. So this one will be paper client ID. So we can get that paper client ID from the paper developer account. So I will search PAL paper DV and will be a developer. So dashboard. So this is a paper developer. You go the API credential here under the app and credential here, and then you create the app. So I would say NODE Node Shop. So this is my app I create, and so I will get the client ID here, and I just copy that client ID. Oops, copy. Okay, so this client ID, so I paste it here, and then